Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So this is my very first video. So I wore these curls a ton to school and I got a lot of compliments and a lot of people asking how I did them. So I thought perfect chance to make a YouTube video. So yeah, keep watching if you want to see how to do these no heat curls. Okay, so the supplies you're going to need for this tutorial is, of course, a brush or a comb, some clips you just find around your house or whatever. You're going to need some water if you use dry hair, which I'll talk about in a second. And you're going to need some rags, which I'll show you how to make. So let's get started. Okay, so how to make the rags is you're going to take any old shirt that you have. I just have one of my dad's old shirts. And it's really easy. You're just going to get some fabric scissors, or if you don't have fabric scissors, just regular scissors work too. So take scissors and you just want to cut it about an inch or so. That should be good. I mean, depending on how thick you want your curls, if you want them looser, then you're going to want to cut it thicker. And if you want them tighter, then of course you're going to have to cut them thinner. So just cut, keep cutting. And then what you're going to do is once you cut them out like so, you're going to want to just pick any random side and then just cut that too. And if you don't have a old t-shirt, you can just cut a piece of fabric. And I measured one of my original rags and that was about, I want to say 4.5 feet. So yeah, it's pretty long, but that should be a good enough amount. So again, you're just going to want to keep cutting these. I think I put in 8 for my hair, and so if you have thicker hair or if you want tighter curls, you're going to want to make more, but I think 8's a good amount. And I do have a side part, so I'll do more on one side and less on the other when I actually start going in to the video. So I already have these rags from the other times I've done them, so let's actually get started on how to do your rag curls. Okay, so you can start with dry or you can get in the shower. So I just showered, so my hair's like kind of damp. Not really though, it's mostly dry. So if you're working with dry hair, you can spray some water and you don't want to make it too wet or too dry. You want to make it in between. You want to make it like really lightly damp though. So my hair is mostly dry even though I did just shower. So I'll just spray a little. Again, you don't want too much. There's water everywhere. You don't want too much, so just a little damp is fine. And just go in and do that. Okay, so once you've done that, you're going to want to comb through your hair. Just make sure there's no knots because you are going to be sleeping on these overnight. You want to make sure that there's no knots or anything because you don't want to comb through your curls in the morning because then they'll fall out. So just make sure there's no knots now. I think mine is all good. So what you're going to want to start to do is pick like your side. I'm going to start on this side. So I'm just going to take this side, all my hair, and I'm just going to pin or clip it up here. Oops. Like that, just so it stays out of the way. So now this side, again, since I have a side part right there, this side's going to be using more rags than this side. So this side I'm going to use 3 rags, and this side I'm going to use 5. So I just want to split up the hair so I have it sectioned off and ready to go. So I usually start with the bottom first because I think that's easier to work with. So you just want to make sure you have about the same amount of hair, and I think I'm good. So again, it depends on how tight, how loose, how big you want your curls. Again, just pin this up, clip this up here. My hair's gonna look all whack, but that's okay. So if you want tighter curls, you're gonna have to use more rags, but I kind of want mine not too tight, not too loose, kind of in between. So how you actually do the rag curl is you're gonna take it and make sure that the ends of the rag are pretty even, and then take this loop right here, and you're just gonna put it under here, under your hair. Now you're just gonna tie the rag and make sure you do not get any hair in this knot that you tie, or else it's gonna hurt so bad when you take it out in the morning. So you just wanna kind of tie it kind of tight, actually kind of loose, and then get a little tighter, start pushing it up the hair, and then tie it really tight. Make sure it's really tight on your head, like so. Make sure, keep pulling it, whatever. Okay, so this is pretty tight on my head, as you can see, and it's not going to create any bumps because the hair is all flat against the head. So this part's really easy. So these curls are going to come out more like wand. If you've ever used a wand, they're going to come out more like wand curls, because what you're doing is just taking the hair and you're just wrapping it around both of the little tails. Just taking the hair and just wrapping it. And I don't go over any hair, if you can see. I make sure that the hair is not overlapping, and I think it looks better when you do it that way. So you're going to want to make sure that these are tight, because if you're using bigger or thicker rags, then you're going to already have looser curls, so you don't actually want to make it loose on the rag. You want to make sure it's really tight. Okay, so just hold this little end, and then if you've ever made a bun, you're going to take it and just wrap it like you would wrap a bun, like so. And then you're just going to take the tail and wrap it around too. And then the tail's gonna, when it comes to about this much or so, you're just going to tuck it under itself, basically. And so you don't use any elastics, and then you have one curl done. So I'll show you how to do the rest of the side. So again, I'm just going to split my hair into groups, like so. 2 groups. Gonna pin, I'll pin the front group back. Take the hair, pin it back, make sure it's not in your face. Okay, then again, you just want to take a rag, fold it in half, so the tails are about the same. Then take the loop, put it under the hair, and then you want to tie it. Now the reason you want the tails to be somewhat close is so when you tuck them under, so that one's not longer than the other, that one's like tucked in and then the other one's not. You want to make sure that they're both tucked in around the same place. So again, you want to make sure that they're pretty equal. And then make sure you get all the way up as close as you can to the top of the head. So as I pull up, you see I'm not making the knotter tighter and tighter. Okay, make it really tight. Make sure the hair is laying flat or almost flat. Might not be perfect, but that's okay. Somewhere close should be good. Just going to take that and again wrap and wrap all the way down. You want to make sure that no or almost no rag is showing, because then you'll get more bouncy curls, and also you need some rag to wrap up at the end. So you want to make sure you have a pretty decent sized tail. Now my hair, as you can tell, is pretty long, so these rags will definitely work for medium to long hair, like the length of the rag. Now, if you have shorter hair, you can always make the rags shorter or keep them long. It really doesn't matter. So anyway, I just finished this bun up, and I finished the side by doing this bun. Then I just repeated it 5 more times. Super easy, super simple. It took me about 20 minutes. Wasn't that hard. Anyway, so this one, I actually do have side bangs, so I put my bangs in to this bun. You don't have to put your bangs in the bun. You can leave them hanging, you can pin them back, you can do whatever you want with them, but I preferably like to put them in the bun. So again, I just repeated the steps, took me 20 minutes, and now I'm just gonna go to bed, get a good night's sleep, and then I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, bye! Morning, guys. So as you can see, I already took out the buns from this side, and they will just stay, so you don't have to worry about that. So I'm just going to show you how to do it. So I start with the bottom again, and you're just going to find the end. So pull it out, and then just unwrap, and it should come out like that. And again, they won't fall out. I just do a little bit of hairspray, not too much, just to keep them there while I keep going. So, alrighty guys, now you see that I've taken all the little curls out. Now it's time to actually see how the curls turned out. So what you're going to want to do is, again, start with any one this time. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be on the bottom. And you're just going to unwrap. Now make sure you grab all the hair without crushing the curl. Okay, so just keep lightly grabbing, but grabbing all the hair. Just keep going. And then you're going to get to here, and look at that curl. Oh my goodness. So cute. So now you're just going to want to take these and untie the rag. And then just pull through, and look, you get this awesome, bouncy, beautiful curl. So cute. Just, again, hairspray a little, not too much, and then just keep going. So again, taking all the hair off. And if sometimes there's these little hairs still on the rag, that's okay. Just keep going. If they're starting to get stuck, just kind of pull them. It's okay if 1 or 2 hairs aren't curled. It's not going to make a big deal. So again, keep going. And you want to make sure that when you untie this rag, make sure it's loose enough to go over the curls without hurting them. You don't have to pull it all the way out, but as long as you can just go like that, that should be good. So just keep repeating this step all the way throughout the head, and then you'll have beautiful curl. Alrighty guys, so I already started doing with most of the head, but what you're actually going to get is these just curls. You're going to get 8 of these. So I did it with most of the head already. You're just going to take the top and just kind of separate it, and then just lightly pull the hair apart. Now these are pretty strong curls, so even when I do that, they're still super, super curly. And I have another piece that I didn't do that to. So again, just pull really lightly, and they're still super curly. My hair is a curly mess. You can just go through and just run your fingers under it or whatever you need to do. But that's all this video. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Leave any comments below. Please don't forget to rate and subscribe to my channel. Also, leave comments for more videos you want to see. I'm hoping to make some nail tutorials, some more hair tutorials, even some outfits of the week. Anything you guys want, please put it down in the comments below. And that's all. Bye guys! See you next time.